So the number 7 for me tells me that you are somebody that you busy yourself. You spend a lot of time focused on action, actually taking action, physical action. You feel the need to take the action, and that's what you feel will create the difference in your world, that will create the changes that you're seeking. And it will, to a certain extent, but it's not all about action. There's a balance, no? With action, there needs to be inaction. And the inaction requires patience. It requires you to be still while you're inactive, not be overthink, but I should be doing this, I should be doing this, and that isn't working, and that isn't working, and why is it not showing me what I'm expecting to see, and I've put all this work in. It's kind of frustrated and irritated that you're not necessarily where you would want to be. So the 7 is about being able to connect to that balance, being able to connect to the patience within yourself, and being able to know that I've done enough, I've put enough work into this, now it's time for a break. Because what will happen with the number 7, if you don't give yourself the break, is that you end up in a kind of point of breakdown almost. It's like without the patience, it's like you're going to get a lot of stop signs without being patient. There'll be a lot of stop signs coming for you. It could be that you hit your head, just knock your head on something, that you stub your toe on something. It could be you get a cold, or silly things that just stop us, that you're not able to do things, but you don't want to be stopped in this way. It's better for you to stop yourself and do things you enjoy doing, and stopping yourself by doing things you enjoy doing, rather than being stopped because you have to stop, because it doesn't feel nice when we want to do things and then we're stopped, and then it's like, oh, but I've got so much to do, and how am I going to do it when I haven't got time to do it and I'm not feeling good? It just adds to that frustration. And after that, the 7 is the 8. So what it tells me is that you've done an amazing job already, and your manifestations are right there. They're right there, kind of being organized for you behind the scenes, being organized behind the scenes. You've done what you can do on the main stage, and now behind the scenes needs to be worked on. And you can't see what's going on behind the scenes, but you have to trust that behind the scenes is putting in as much work as what you have, and that the rewards of all of that work will be presented to you, which is the 8. And it does tell me also, just to let you know how far you have come, that you put the idea forward, the concept, you allowed yourself to go through certain changes with it, in not being particularly, well, the one is about you not being attached to this concept. So the 1 you've already passed. The 2 is connecting to universe, being able to see the signs, the synchronicities, the communication with universe. 3 is connecting with yourself and universe, with the earthly part of you, human and higher self, and being able to work with them together, allowing your creativity to come out. You've done all of these steps, yeah? 4, you made a decision. That decision would have been a decision that allowed you to become more of yourself, the 3, the creative part of you out. And that decision would have created quite a few changes, which would have taken you to the 5, to be able to get grounded again, bring yourself back to balance, because when we're going through changes, we don't experience a lot of balance. So get yourself to that point of balance. The 6 is that you've been creating more, expanding on what your initial idea was in positive. And the 7 is that you put the work into it, and now it's just the patience of allowing it to come to you. And that is the most difficult part, the part of allowance. Allowing it to reach you, trusting that you've done what you needed to do.